King Solomon ascended to the throne when he was just a little child who had little to no idea how to rule Israel after his father King David. He knew he had a big job ahead of him and was not prepared to do it. So, he asked God for wisdom. He didn't ask for a long life, wealth, or even the death of his adversaries, but for a wise and understanding heart. And God gave these things to him. As king of Israel, Solomon accomplished great things. He established a precedent for future kings to follow. Solomon became the king who was above and beyond all others. All nations around him recognized his wisdom, and he accomplished things that had never been done before in Israel. Solomon ruled Israel with unimaginable peace and prosperity, but not because of his talent or ability. It was God that made all of Israel's prosperity possible as a direct result of his granting Solomon's request. However, unlike his father David, Solomon never had the spiritual wisdom to walk in the ways of the Lord. In fact, they were opposites in many aspects. Though David often made unwise decisions and committed more heinous crimes than Solomon, his heart always sought God. Solomon overlooked the more fundamental necessity for a righteous heart, which his father David possessed right at the very start. This led to Solomon's downfall in the years that followed. Despite this, God has chosen him to accomplish his will. At the end of his life, Solomon learned that spiritual knowledge was more essential than human wisdom. A true wise man will seek his place in the heavenly kingdom and pray for spiritual wisdom that comes only from above. In Proverbs chapter 9 verse 10, it says, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding." We can apply this knowledge to make good and right decisions that will allow us to live in peace and harmony. And more importantly, godly wisdom will prepare us for eternity. Believers today can also possess godly wisdom and understanding. All we have to do is ask God for it.